Shout out to y'all. But with that being said, another in that time frame that we talking about, some years later, there was a wave that came through hip hop, and Texas had a crazy wave. Do you remember this, Walt? You remember when Texas came through? Now, keep in mind, I'm not talking about just because there is a few Texas artists that came in the game and became legendary, probably before this wave started. But at one point, Texas had it on smash. So we talking about artists like Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Mike Jones.
Who?
Right. Big Pokey. Shout out to Big Pokey. Well, yeah, Big Pokey was in there. Who else came through with that in that wave of Texas artists? But there was a long list of songs like Still Tippin'. What else? What's that joint that Paul Wall had a few joints, but Sitting Sideways.
Ooh. Oh, dang! I heard that in a minute.
Sideways, Born in the Days. Oh my! Like that's Big Pokey's sample. They sampled Big Pokey. Big Pokey's on the end of that joint. Lil Flip came through. Who else? Texas had a good. Slim Thug was killing the game. Killing the game.
I didn't know Pimp C was from there.
Pimp C. Well, Pimp C's from Port Arthur, Texas. But he's from Texas though. Yeah, so we're gonna include him in there. But he's not from Houston. Let's say that, because most of those artists I just mentioned, they from Houston. But yeah, it was a lot of them that came through. I mean, like I said, Still Tippin', Sitting Sideways, little flip joints. We could throw UGK in there. Ghetto Boys. Who was y'all favorite? Y'all got any favorite Texas artists that y'all like? Like anybody that you really liked at that time, or?
I like Slim Thug. Slim Thug is dope.
Paul
Wall was nice too.
Pow wow, baby! I'm telling you,
hey, Slim. What is that?
Right. Hey, it's crazy. Slim Thug always sound chop and screw when he not rapping chop and screw. He just he just he got that he's what he say especially if you really listen to him in the beginning of what's the name of the song? Tipping on fofo, like tipping, still tipping. Listen to him in the beginning of that joint. Like he rapping real slow on that joint, but it's not chopped and screwed. You know what I mean? Like he sped up his style a little bit, but he was rapping slow on that joint. I you know what? I like DOC from Texas. A lot of people forget that. DOC.
Yeah, I'm back to thank you from California.
Right, because he's with Dr. Dre, but DOC. Bar for bar, y'all not getting. Y'all know. Listen, anybody who know hip hop know. Listen to that DOC album. That DOC album is crazy. I'm talking about from beginning to end. Nobody can do it better. I think it's called. it's classic. I'm telling you, yeah. If y'all really want to know, like that's, but he don't sound like he's from Houston. He don't sound like he's from Texas, but he is. Whoa, you got somebody that you like from Texas?
I did not know Nelly was from Texas. I don't know how.
Nelly?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Is he or not?
Nah.
Look it up, but
St. Louis.
He from St. Louis. I mean, now that he was born there.
That sound right. Now that sound right.
You know how they do. I think. He might have been born there, but I always say if you went to high school in a certain place, that's where you from. You know what I'm saying?
If St. Louis sound right, because I'm like, bro, I know he not from.
Nah, he from St. Louis. He might have been. Maybe he was born. Maybe he was born there. You know how they do. They try to make you see just because you're born that makes you from there. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not how that goes. Like Pac was born in New York, but he really's from. I mean, he get all his game, all his knowledge. He get all of that really from Marin City or from the West Coast in Oakland in that area. So,
honestly, I'd probably say it's Paul Wall. Honestly, yeah, I feel like
that's nice.
Yeah, growing up, I feel like I was probably bumping his joints, even when he would do, and he could like rap on like other types of beats too, because he was rapping on some Kanye beats too, and he would kill those beats too.
Nice.
So I would probably say I'll probably say Paul Wall. I love Slim Thug. I love the stuff that he does. I love DLC too. I just felt, as far as what I grew up listening to, Paul Wall stuff is probably what I grew up. So.
Yeah, you know, this is somebody else. This is dude named Killy Callion. I think his name is. He signed. You know him seeing with Slim Thug. But the dude, he spazzes on every beat I ever heard of him. I mean, He goes in. Like dude is serious, bro. Like for real. He got a lot of projects out there. Listen to him, phenomenal. Yeah, he rap. He rap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a big difference how you gotta say it that he rap.
Yeah, nah. Some of y'all playing around with this rap, but he rap. Kelly Callion rap. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here for the play. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. What y'all so as far as Texas go, y'all some favorite songs? Like what do y'all any song you like, like really stands out? I mean, you got Ghetto Boy.
Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Got Mike Jones. Okay. So who you got, Walt? Because I personally like Scarface. I'm a big Scarface fan. You know what I'm saying? So anything Scarface is going in for me.
I mean, from Paul Wall. I mean, since always. I mean, I remember hearing that playing video games, bro. Like they put that joint in video. Oh, dang, like
that Sitting Sideways is crazy. Hey, shout out to what's his name? Man, I think his name is Silo Williams. I think his name is Silo. He produced a lot of these songs. I'm about to put y'all on to this dude. Hold up, I think that's his name. Yeah, here we go. So this dude, he did Still Tipping. It's spelled SALIH Williams, right? He did Still Tipping. He did Back Then. Back then they didn't know me. Now they all on me. He did that.
I'll do like that.
He did Sitting Sideways.
Nice.
Let me see what else he did. He did a lot of stuff, but those songs I just mentioned are songs that really shifted the attention onto Texas. Those songs. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him because he's though without those songs, I don't think that they're paying attention to those artists that we're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question. Why do y'all think that Texas, I don't want to say fell off, because that's harsh, but why they had a really great run. Why all of a sudden they just fell off? They just all of a sudden disappeared one day, and we didn't really hear any more from these artists. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, how did they just? It just seem like they just went away. It just seemed like they just went away.
Yeah. It felt like they just went away. I just think that honestly, the focus for some weird reason just shifted from them. I think that they're still, of course, doing music and just doing it on an underground level, and just since the commercialism isn't focusing on them, we don't hear too much from them. But people that live there, I'm pretty sure they still hear a regular dosage of the music that comes out. And like Slim Thug, he's been doing. I mean, I know he's had a career way before they started getting attention for Texas, but I'm pretty sure he's still doing his thing, some kind of shit form. So.
He got a lot of money. Not like Slim Thug got a lot of money. He caked up.
He got his own money.
He got his own money. The man kicked up. Dope. I'm telling you, Slim in the game. He out here making money, bro.
I think it kind of just shifted towards Georgia, honestly.
But here's the thing, though. Georgia was here. Georgia came in.
Yeah, Georgia was here.
Right behind them came Texas.
So do you think the best artists from Texas, rap artists, hip hop artists, stack up with Georgia's? I mean, in my opinion,
I don't think so.
I just don't think so.
I would say this. I think they do things in their own way. It's like Texas is different because Texas has a different sound, right? But see, here's the problem. Here's the issue that I have. Texas added elements to the game. So what the game does is that they strip you from your elements and then they just throw you away. Prime example, whenever you hear a beat slow down, or whenever you hear it screw, whenever you get it starts to sound really slow, that's Texas. Anytime you hear a beat slow down and what they call screw up, R.I.P. to DJ Screw. Whenever you hear that is Texas. And they strip Texas and just threw them away. Like, and don't give them no props from what they added to the game. But that whenever you hear a beat slow down like that is Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody talks about it.
I never really cared for that chopped and screwed sound, because it sounds like to really get the full effect of it, you got to be like, on something to be able to experience it. But I just never really cared for it like that. That's just me.
Here's the thing. I don't like chopped and screwed. I'm not going to listen to a whole song chopped and screwed, right? I'm not. But you hear the elements in a regular song all the time. It just becomes something that people hear, like, but y'all understand what I'm saying? Like when the beat, like when you hear the person like sound really, really slow, it's a part of hip hop. But you don't get that without. If you take away all the Houston's or you know, of all their contributions, you don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a big element of like production. These like still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So
I look at it like, I mean, I think I see it as, I do think it was essential, no doubt. That's what I think it, without it, hip hop is not what it is today, definitely. I think after, because you know, you still got I mean, Travis Scott, he's from Texas. I think
yeah, but it ain't.
I trust. I know what you mean.
Totally. Like his sound is like, his sound
it's out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of out there. I'm not gonna front.
It don't represent. I mean, hey, you still got Beyonce, but still.
Yeah. When I think of hip hop, I mean, I think it was very essential. It's just like, I think, I'm not saying they had their run and they done. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to disrespect Texas, like, but I'm saying like, I think they had their time at the top, and I'm not saying that they won't have it again. I'm not saying that either. But I think Georgia, for at least for me, for Georgia, they was here before. Then Texas, they had their big impact, essential impact, and I think Georgia just came back again even harder.
Yeah,
honestly,
they shifted the culture at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
they shifted the culture at least 2 or 3 times. I will say that. I will say that. But I'm gonna tell you what Texas messed up. They didn't stay together.
And that's I think if they did stay together, I think that would have pushed their momentum further and stayed a lot longer than what it did. And I'm not saying that they're not out there still making music and still like, you know,
right.
getting people to buy their stuff. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of Texans are doing that. But I think on a commercial standpoint, if they did stay together, like, you know, and could continue to push their efforts of getting out there more for the world, like on a global scale, I think that would have held a lot more longevity for them, commercial sense.
But I'll be honest, they could just stay in Texas and just make money there, and they honestly, truthfully, they don't really need the game. They don't really need the game. They don't. But I really feel like I think they should have stayed. I wish they stayed a little longer. As far as like, and let me say this, because they still here, because I still listen to Slim Thug. Slim Thug got a lot of albums. I still listen to Slim Thug. I still listen to Killy Callion. I still listen to what's his name? The dude that sing Zero. I still listen to Zero stuff. Shout out to Zero. He's super dope to me. I mean, then you got what's his name? Who?
I'm talking about the new artist. You talking about new artist?
No. I'm just saying. Tall dude. What's his name? Trey the Truth. Trey the Truth. Trey the Truth. You know him. But you know, I just wanted to kind of. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, my personal feeling and my personal thought about is that I think Texas still. I mean, the Texas artists, they're in a good space in terms of like they still making money. But as far as legacy goes, I don't think that people give them the props that they deserve, and they don't acknowledge what they brought to the game and what's still here. You know what I'm saying? Because even Atlanta is still borrowed from Texas, and you know we talk about a lot of things from production, just really on the production side of things. Because you can't emulate Texas, the way they rap. You can't emulate that.
So what you think?
One of a kind.
What you think of Megan right now?
Who?
Megan.
Oh, Megan. I forgot Megan is from Houston. I think that Megan does represent Texas in a good way. I really do. I think her rap, the way she raps, it really is Texas. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And she's the only one holding it down. If I had to say it, you know, she got him on. I mean, let me say this. She on a commercial level, she's the only one holding it down on a commercial level. Because, like I said, still a lot of them out there in Texas doing their thing. But on a commercial level, it's Megan.
I think it's like what you said. Like, I think personally, I think Megan, in terms of talent, as all these lady artists are, I'm really.
Oh, now she's the best.
Yo, this
savage.
Yeah, I'm telling this. I think, you know, her fans, all of her fans, we would like to see maybe a bit of a more of a mature subject matter. I'm not saying
they will benefit from it.
Define mature.
Okay. All right. So she came out with that. With what she doing right now. We would like to see a more growth and transparency in terms of maybe some things you're going through. I'm not saying you have to put out, because I don't like saying that. I'm not saying you have to put your pain out. But I'm saying that's hip hop, you know. That's art. When you put yourself, when you go through things and you make it transparent in your work, you know, we respect that. I never will force or say somebody has to put their most transparent pain in their music. I'm just saying, we know about how you can bounce on this and twerk on that and grind on this and flop on that, but we would like to see a more. We know that's not all Megan is. That's all I'm saying. We know that's not all you are. So we would like to see that.
No.
And the other thing that you were saying about her connecting with some of these old, like with a Slim Thug on the low, maybe
right.
Those guys and being like, all right, let's make you something. Let's reinvent yourself again, or this is what you feeling, and let's put that out. I feel like that would be super dope. That would be super dope. To bring those artists,
you know, and put them on her vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let them be on the back seat and kind of put them in the mix, because a little bit
that'll elevate. That would elevate those artists and give them some shine. That would give them some spotlight too. And I think I felt the South, like I felt Georgia really did that, really to a T back at that time during their heyday. Right.
They definitely had a little community where they held each other down. You know what I'm saying? Good camaraderie. You know, they definitely did. But everybody in the comments, let us know. Anybody from Texas, Houston, anywhere, Port Arthur, anywhere, Paris, Texas, I don't care. All those places. There's a lot of cities in Texas. Let us know.
Very true.
Let us know. Give us some Texas artists. We would love to either bring them on the show or, you know, put their music on the show. We'll take the hit on the copyright. We'll take the hit out, like we always do. You know, we take the hit on that. But let us know, you know, some Texas artists so we can, because listen, we celebrate 50 years of hip hop. We need to celebrate Texas because it's only right.
Most definitely.
They added a lot of flavor to the game.
The impact alone, man, it's just the impact alone really did speak for them, and it goes to show, like, you know, how much what they could really do.
Right. Exactly.
Hempstead Nights, silky slim with the pearly whites. Earned a rep being smooth with the ladies. Plus could fight, kept the knife in his inside coat pocket. 22 strap on his ankle as another option. Protege of Chocolate Tay and OG from around the way. Used to run numbers and push yay. No Yeezy.
Subscribe for the very latest.